So the idea is that I want to enable entrepreneur to gain early adopters for its product. Okay, by spending like nothing on like advertising or user acquisition. So this is a problem that a lot of entrepreneurs face, like how to start getting like some early users, because in the beginning like there is like no one, and it is very like pretty difficult to find someone who like would be using your product. So I want to like create a platform which utilizes Twitter, because I think Twitter is that a platform which completely suits perfect for this kind of job, because here people like discuss and people share their opinions on other products, other person's products. So that's why I think Twitter is the place where I would like do the first. So I will utilize Twitter these tweets would be shown on my platform, which I would like develop the front end. And the idea is that those tweets would only be coming from those profiles which have have a lot of following. Maybe you can say, for example, Elon Musk. As you know, he has like millions of followers on Twitter. So, and what I would be doing is that I would be fetching the most recent tweets of it. For example, if Elon Musk tweets right now, just now, so on my platform would fetch that tweet and display it. And what would the advantage of it is that, as you know, there would be people like hundreds and thousands of people interacting with the Elon Musk tweets, like going in the comments, having discussion and liking and retweeting. So there would be there is a certain chance that many people would at least hear about like your product, like what you are building and what you have built, what you have offered to the world. So
Mhm.
there would be like some people who will completely ignore, and there would be some people who would get interested in like using his product. Now, this is just a like simple example. I know like this depends on the interest. For example, if if for example Messi, a soccer player, uh,
Mhm.
uh, tweet something, okay, tweet something, and in that comment section there is like one person who is selling his cake. So no one would like take him serious, because that that audience which he is going and like trying to selling is not the audience he should he like wants. So the more good uh, approach would be like people who are like, for example, store owners of some kind of soccer apparel. If they want to like sell their clothes, so they will like then go to the Messi street and then like maybe try to self promote their store, so that because people there are like soccer fans, so they will like come and see the comment and read it, and then maybe some of them may even check out his store to buy some stuff from it. So that's the like simple idea that I am like thinking. I have many different level of like project. For example, right now the first time I would launch it would be a very like minimalistic approach, where people would be just saying the most recent tweets all over the Twitter, and the tweets would be grouped into categories. For example, as I mentioned earlier, uh, uh, for example, a sports category. In that sports category, every single tweet would be related to sports. And for example, if there is a tech category, in that category, every single tweet would be related to a tech community. And each tweet would be like most recent. For example, like 1 minute ago, a tweet was published by someone. So the most recent tweets would be like fetched from the Twitter. I would say I should say scrapped from the Twitter. So that's the idea. And if I if I once like it is developed, I would test it on my profile. Like I would like try to gain some like early adopters for my this platform that I would be building. So that would be another way to like validate my idea. And I have like contacted many other people. So for the response, the early response is good, and they have agreed that they would also like try to test the platform as when I like share with them. So they will like give me the feedback, and they will like tell me what the experience they got. Did they take advantage of it, or do they not really like think that it's a time waste something? So that's like the basic idea I am like developing. So like if you guys have question, you can ask me. I would try to like clarify because I am first time speaking and like explaining to someone the idea. So
Mhm.
there is a chance that you guys may have some mis confusions regarding the idea. You can ask.
Yeah, so I have a couple questions. So you have a Twitter web scraper that is you're using it to optimize people's posts that like maybe they're posting like using your Messi example. So what's going on is so Messi does actually funny enough, Messi scored a crazy goal like maybe a day or two ago. And so if people will post that goal on a tweet, but in the comments, there could be someone like trying to sell something, like maybe, like you
Yeah,
said, a messy kit. But that
yeah.
may, where he posted that tweet in the reply, might
Mm,
not be a very good place, right?
yeah.
Because it might be get people might like overlook it. They'll be like, oh, I don't want to see your ad for you selling your messy kits on your website. So what does your so after that point, what does your bot do for them?
No, I want to like clarify a couple of things.
Sure.
First is uh, if I like explain simply, I would have a platform. A platform is a website in my language. Okay,
Mm.
I would have a website. The website would be what it would be doing is fetching the tweets. Okay, the tweets the tweets that would be fetched would be from the Twitter profiles. The Twitter profiles that have a lot of following. You can say hundreds and thousands of people have followed them. Like they are like influencer kind of profiles. Okay, Elon
Mm-hmm.
Musk and several other like profiles. Okay, so the reason that I would be only fetching those profiles tweet is that because due to their following,
Mm-hmm.
because because the number one goal is to like gain people, gain the audience, target audience. Okay, so I would be like targeting the customer by using those profiles audiences,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. So
Yes.
let's repeat the process. There is a website which is displaying the most recent tweets from different profiles. Okay, now as you guys have like maybe realized that there is no platform that let you do this. What what I mean is that you can't see the most recent tweet on any on like Instagram. You can't see it. Okay, like there is the post that you see on Instagram are based on algorithmically. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like Instagram algorithm giving you the content to watch, and same goes for the Twitter. Twitter is also using algorithm to like recommend you the post based on some parameters that they have set in the algorithm. And similarly, that same goes to the thread and other like social medias of the world. So there is like one key feature that is missing, and I think this key feature is missed from the platform on some kind of like reason. They have specifically chosen to not to add this feature because I think personally that this feature has some kind of like power to like to sell, like to take advantage from it.
Mm.
So that feature is like would be the number one feature of the website that I would be developing. Like the website would be displaying the most recent tweets. The tweets will be always in the time range from 1 to 30 minutes. Like a tweet that is like posted like 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes
Mm-hmm.
ago, 4 minutes ago, and I would set a range. Like after like for example maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, that tweet is like very old, so it should be like deleted from the database and shouldn't be like displayed on the website.
Mm-hmm.
So when a user comes to my website, he sees all the latest tweets and he sees the category. Okay, I am a store owner of a soccer merchandise maybe. So I would go to the soccer category. In that category, I would see all the tweets related to soccer. Like there would be soccer players who would have tweeted, there would be fan pages of soccer players who would be tweeting, there would be like everything related to like sports and soccer would be there.
Mhm.
Now, as I said earlier, the tweets would be very recent and newly tweets would be fetching every single moment. So I would like then craft a message based on the tweet. For example, if a tweet has something related to a partnership between a store owner. For example, Messi has some partnership with some maybe some apparel related to sports. So because I am also a apparel store owner,
Mhm.
so I saw this like opportunity. Okay, so people who are interacting with this tweet and have liked this tweet would be the people who would be maybe like interested in checking out my store also.
Mhm.
So I would like go in the comment, uh, write a like very well crafted promotional self promotion message. Hey, I am this, and why not check out this my store? There is like 50% discount on this item or this item maybe.
Mhm.
So like there would be chances are there would be like many people who would like ignore this, but chances there are also that many people will also give a shot to like the store that I would like share in the comment or something like that. So
Mhm.
people like would go and check out on the store, and maybe I would generate some kind of little sales on my store. So that's the idea that a bit. So that's the basic idea that like I am trying to like capitalize on. So now, if you guys got some clear understanding, you can tell me, and if you guys have question, you can ask me again.
I have some questions, but Mara, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, yeah, just you can go.
Yeah. With so have you so one thing that is obviously kind of recent is the rate limit that Twitter added. Have you done any testing with your puppeteer bot and seen any issues with the rate limit that Elon put?
Yeah, I like. I know that there is some kind of limit now. Right now, till the testing I have run, because as I said, that right now it's very like initial. So right now I haven't touched the front end part. I am like right now like working on the back end stuff, like
Mhm.
creating the logic and like storing the tweets in the Firebase store and like all that like necessary things to in order to work this platform.
Mhm.
So, so far I haven't reached that rate. So, but I do know that there would be some kind of, uh, I would say limit that would like come in the way along the way when like there would be like other people start using the platform. So there would this limit would be like achieved very quickly
Mhm.
because as the number of user grow, the I should say the frequency would go
Sure.
sky. Yeah, the frequency would be skyrocketed.
Mhm.
So, but for now, I haven't like faced that conditions. But I would like research on that and find some way to like do something about it so that it doesn't like stop the platform to work properly.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
Let's say, so I could see a hypothetical situation where, let's say, a lot of people are adopting and using your platform. How do
mhm.
you think you're going to handle scale? Because these bots,
Yeah,
from because I actually, funny enough, I work with Puppeteer and another web scraping tool or library called Selenium. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
use these and at my work, and we usually deploy a bunch of these things to run a bunch of automations for customers, and but we use EC2 systems to have like a mass scale of these things to do a ton of work for stuff. Is that something you think you might use to have like a to help scale up your project if things get really popular?
Now, as like I told you that the scaling part is like the aftermath. Like if
Hmm.
if the project like initially get success, then like there is a importance to like give to the scaling. So I I do want to like focus on those things, but it's like I have like read on many blog articles that when you are early you go into the rabbit hole, like you see the problems that are not existed, so like you overthink the problems. Okay,
Sure.
so uh, I know that there would be some kind of limitations regarding the scalability of like using this method, because now I want to like tell you the story.
Hmm.
Before starting the work, I had two options. Okay, the one option was to use the Twitter API. The second option was to use the scrapping method, which I have gone with.
Hmm.
Now the Twitter API, I was like, I searched on and I saw that the price is like ridiculous.
Hmm.
Like it's $5,000 per month
Yeah.
for for a like graduate student like me. Like that's completely insane. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that option I completely I had no choice basically to like select the scrapping method, because this was the most I would say the cost effective solution for me. So that's why I went with the because no I am not alone in this project. Okay. Uh, I have the idea of this project. You can say that I am the pioneer of this project, but there is one person also like who is like helping me, like maybe like design the system. You know
Hmm.
like you have to like design the systems, technical systems, so that they like function and work properly. So he has some kind of expertise in that backend system designing. I have like more kind of experience in front end department. Uh I am like working on this project closely with that person who has like experience with these like system designing backends. So
Hmm.
uh, he 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 is like advising me to like stop like overthinking, just
Hmm.
try to have some kind of basic version and put it out to the world, so that we can validate it fast.
Yeah.
After that, if the project like really gain some momentum, you would like contact the multiple like venture capitalists on the market, and there will be like people who would love to capitalize on this like opportunity.
Hmm.
So you will like get the funds from those people and like start blitz scaling your project. So that's the my plan. So right now I just want the project to be come at a stage that is like able to withhold the I should say the load from certain number of peoples.
Hmm.
And when the project really like starts getting momentum and I see the success, then I go to I contact people who would like be interested in funding the project, then get the funds from them and then start like scaling the project and uh, like getting more serious shit done. So that in simple terms. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the idea.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I think this is a great idea because it is hard to get your ideas and your products out there
yeah, yeah,
on Twitter. It's not simple. Most people look
yeah,
at it, they might like your message and stuff. So if there's a tool out there like what you're building that can help put your tweets in a more effective place where it'll get more interest, more looks, and it's just better for your product promotion or whatever it is you're trying to promote. Yeah,
yeah,
people will
yeah,
jump on
yeah,
that. People will want that.
yeah, yeah,
Definitely. Because it's hard. It's
yeah,
just hard.
yeah. Fun fact, fun fact, like I like landed on Twitter like maybe like 30 days ago. So I am like completely new person in that Twitter space.
Mm.
But now right now I have like around like 58 and 59 followers on Twitter. Not many, but
Hmm.
those followers I gained by like interacting with the people. So I like explained, I went into the comment section. I I I explained the idea. Hey, I am building this. So I think this would be a pretty great product if it works out. So if you are interested, then why not follow me so that whenever I launch it on Twitter, you get to see and then start like testing it. So the like the reason I am telling you is that there are a lot of people
Mhm.
who who followed me just for this idea. Like
Nice.
I don't post memes, I don't post anything like very funny thing. I only post regarding my startup. So there the people who like read the comment of mine, they saw an opportunity and they also thought that, yo, this is a great idea. Maybe this can be something that I would use in future. So they like followed me so that whenever I launch and they would get a hands on it. So this is I think a positive uh I should say the story.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good. Mara, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, so basically, from what I can see here, it's the case. I mean, you're using your own credentials to log into Twitter here, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay, and that's probably you're going to, like Ian said, you're going to hit what's called the rate limit at some point. So did
yeah,
you think about every user using their own credentials, right? To make sure that you don't hit the limit at some point, right? Because it's going to then be spread over many users, if you get what I'm saying.
yeah. I totally got your point, but you are like trying to say. Uh, I initially planned to do it, but now the initial version, it won't have anything like it won't allow the user who has like visited my website to like log in using his like credential. No, there will be a single account. There would be like a single account, like as you have said that this is my demo account which I have like used to like you log into the Twitter by using Puppeteer. So there will be in the first launch there will be
Mhm.
no kind of like I won't allow the users to like log in using their like Twitter credentials so that they can start getting this, because there is some risk in it. Because if I would say if their account got banned because of my platform,
Mhm.
they would like really do, they would like really blow up on me.
Yeah.
Yo, your platform did this to me. Why did you not tell us
Mm-hmm.
this was happened? So that's very like safety concern. So that's why in the beginning I don't want anything to happen to my users. So that's why I have scrapped that idea for the first launch. So in the beginning I would have a simple demo account and everyone would be like using that to like just to like uh, in the like interaction between a user and my platform, there would be no clean like connection of a account. What do I mean by this is that simply, for example, let's say I am a user of this platform. Okay, I go to this website where where I am seeing the recent tweets. Okay, I don't need to like log in anything. Okay, I would just straightly go to the URL and I would start seeing the latest tweets. Okay, now if I want to comment, what would I do? I would copy. There would be no need to copy. You would just simply click the tweet and you will be redirected to that to that specific tweet page. Now, there is one thing that if you are logged in to the Twitter using like your credentials, you would be headed straight towards that tweet. Okay, you won't have to like log in because you have already logged in. Okay, so you will like comment on the tweet. If you haven't logged in into the Twitter, then it would ask you to first log in. That's the simple that's the like main method that everyone is used to like saying. When, for example, if I share a tweet link with a person who hasn't logged in into the browser into their Twitter account, so what would we do? He would open the link and the Twitter would first ask him to like sign in. He would then sign in and he would be right then redirected to that tweet. This is the like uh what I should say a normal uh flow. So that's the main that is the like same working would be here. Like the person would like just click on the tweet, he would be redirected to the Twitter's page, the original Twitter's page, and there, if he has logged in, he would be able to comment. If he hasn't been logged in, then he would log in with his like credentials and then start like posting comment. So that's the idea.
Okay, yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense. And
yeah,
how would you, you know, serve this on the front end?
yeah. So front end, that's like pretty good question. So front end, like I have so far thought like this. There would be a feed similar to like you have seen on Twitter. Whenever you go on the platform like the website, you will start getting the most recent tweets. Okay, the feed would be the default feed would be composed by combining different categories. Maybe there would be like some recent tweets, sports, some tweets regarding tech community, some tweets regarding maybe crypto world or something like that. Okay. Then on the left side, now I am telling you based on the visuals. Okay. So as you know, as when you like log into Twitter, you see a feed. On the left side, you have different menu options where you go into the profile. If you want to go to your profile, if you want to check the notification, you click on the notifications menu button on the left, which is present. So what I would have is that in the center there would be a feed, and that feed would be completely random. On the left there would be categories, which I was talking about earlier. Like on the left there would be a sports category. If you click the sports category, you will start getting tweets regarding all the sports. Okay. If you want to see all the crypto tweets, you would go to the crypto category and start seeing the most recent tweets regarding crypto world. Okay. So that's the, I would say, the front end. That's how the front end would work, and that's how the user experience would be. So I hope this question answered your
Yeah, 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 I get it now. Okay, so
yeah,
you
yeah,
have your account, right? You log in, and like you said, you're basically storing each, I would say, tweet in
yeah.
their own. Okay, that's the question. How do you store a tweet to a certain category? How does it know that a certain tweet, for example, it should be in either music, movies, or cars, or sports, or whatever?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a pretty good question. And
Yeah.
the if I was like using Twitter API, that would be very easy because there is a parameter in the API that Twitter provides. Like as you know, if I go to Keon's profile, okay, hopefully I pronounced the name right.
No, you did. Very good.
Yeah, yeah. So if I go to Kion's profile, I see, for example, I see their entrepreneur. That's his category, okay? That's the category he choose for his profile. Hey, I am an entrepreneur. So if I want to categorize him, I would categorize him in the entrepreneurial category because Keon has purposefully selected his category as an entrepreneur. So similarly, if I maybe somehow go to a marketer's profile. Here, there I would see some kind of marketer or some advertiser, something like that category he would have choose. So I would know that I have to group this person with a category related to marketing and other stuff. Okay. So if I was using the Twitter API, that would be no brainer. Okay. So that would be pretty easy. But since I am not using the Twitter API because the high cost of it, I have to like develop some kind of workaround. So one workaround I have, I would say, has done is that somehow I know there would be some kind of like I should say a method to get the categorical mark to basically to scrap the category of the Twitter too. Similarly, how like I am scrapping the tweet, like hi, like for example, right now what I am scraping. I am scraping the tweet timeline, okay, and when the tweet was like posted. So similarly, I would be scraping the category also of that profile. Hey, I would be like scraping this mark, and whatever value is stored in this mark, I will like use that mark to categorize him based on the mark. So if that makes sense. So uh,
I
yeah,
have ideas
Okay.
as to how you could do that. Because I've
yeah,
worked with these types of bots before, and
yeah,
you need to provide a
like
lot of context, and you can use
yeah,
configuration files.
yeah. Like it's like similar to scrapping. Like I would be like scrapping the category also. It's just another like attribute similar to how like I am scrapping tweets and tweets timeline and other stuff. I would be like scrapping the I would say the category of the profile too. So like then I would like use that scrap category and to like or group everyone based on the categorical, I would say. So hopefully that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, one way that you can do this, I can recommend, let's say,
Yeah,
there's a service on AWS called Comprehend, and it lets you analyze text, right? And it's not necessarily that on Twitter, when someone tweets, right, that they're going to say, this is the category that I'm posting in, right? They're not going to say something that useful. They're just going to say a tweet and it has what, 200 characters and that's it, right? So this service that you can use, right, if you extract the tweet, right, you scrap it,
yeah,
and you can use this service on AWS, like I said, called the Comprehend. It can extract meaning from the text, for example, tags. It creates tags based on what the text says. And then you can, categorize this tweet in all of these categories, or the tags that this service Comprehend has given you. And then you can assign percentages. It tells you this much percentage is, this tag is this much relevant, this tag is that much relevant. And then based on all these tags, right, you just go and you scrap the tweets, you assign the tags, and that's one of the ways that you can then get it grouped based on, something that would be interesting to people.
yeah, yeah,
It's an interesting
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so you can
yeah,
just try that and see if
yeah.
it
So
works, because
yes.
I used that service previously, and yeah, it's helpful.
Okay, thank you. I would like
Mhm.
definitely check it. So
No
okay,
problem.
I have like now one number one challenge, which is like how do I get, because my you have to like first understand my vision, because I am like very like focused on user experience, because I want to deliver the best possible experience to the user, because if I deliver the best, then only like people who like love the product that I am building. So you can say that I'm also very like serious regarding the user experience. And the way you achieve the best user experience is by lowering the amount of I should say what should I call what should I call it? Man, I have forgot the word. uh the okay uh I should say like yeah, now I got it. The effort that should lower the amount of effort to
Hmm.
achieve a certain action. Okay. Now, in for example, if Mario wants to use my product, okay, he has his like code smash product. He wants to like self-advertise by using my platform. So his number one goal is to like, man, I want to like comment on hundreds and thousands of posts each day so that I can like gain hundreds and thousands of people
Hmm.
like potential users. Okay, that's his number one goal. So the goal is like really big, and but so now I want to design the platform in such a way that helps him to achieve his like goal most efficiently. So what I have thought is that basically I would be like when I will launch, I would have pre-built categories. Okay, like earlier I talked about, there would be different categories based on like different categories which I will be able to find on Twitter, which like Twitter has set have included in their like system. So the number of categories is directly proportional to the categories provided by the Twitter. Okay. So there would be like categories, and each category would be populated by that profiles, which would be like uh, adhering to the category. Okay. That's the like idea which I explained. So the challenge is that how I am gonna uh, get a massive number of the massive number of profiles which I would like then smash into the like categories. Maybe for example, let's say I want like 100 profiles for the sports category. Now like I would have to like sit down for like every profile. Hey, what are the profiles, high following profiles for the sports category? Then I would like extract those usernames, then provide to the system, and then the system would be like start inserting those profiles into the preferred categories. So the challenge is basically the number of people, the number of profiles. How do I gain the maximum number of profiles so that whenever Mario wants to like uh, uh, advertise, he would the effort to his the effort he has to perform is very minimum. So he would just straight go to the category. He would see all the recent posts regarding his like target audience, which would be like DevOps engineers and some early junior developers looking for a pre-built backend tools. Okay, that's his like target audience. So the then Mario will start like self promotion by using my platform. So uh, the challenge is basically how I should like somehow get a massive number of profiles so that I can like give to the Mario, hey Mario, these are all the profiles in these categories. Start your job and start like comment on those and start get the self promotion. So if that makes sense, you guys are understanding what I am like asking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean that if you just pick a few categories, right?
Yeah.
And then you find the people who are most popular in those categories, or you don't even have to do that. You just go and find the most followed people on Twitter, right? And you discover which category. This is something that you should do manually, right?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
automate it later
That
on. But let's say
yeah.
you find a couple of people who are the most followed people on Twitter, and you get them as kind of like the route for your search. And then you know, okay, this person is for this category, and then you can sort them into these categories. And then you go and look at their followers. And you do the same thing for their followers, because if their followers are, you see whether based on their tweets, you see whether they are following him for, the exact same reason why he's in the first category, right? For some people, you might follow them because they're into sports, but someone is following him because, just because he's, popular or well known, if you know what I'm saying. So basically, you
Yeah.
just take someone who has the most followers, you then take his tweets, you then go through his followers, and for each of the followers, you just go and you take their tweets, and then you can categorize them. So you start from, the top, and then you have a lot of, you like go
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
the tree
Yeah. Yeah.
from
I
the top.
totally
So
got you.
that's
Yeah.
that's kind of a search that you can
That's
do.
that's some kind of binary search.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. 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 I totally got your point. So
Okay, nice.
that's nice idea. Yeah. Kevin, have you something else like regarding this idea, something or
Yeah, my thing is the thing I always think about is scaling. So
yeah.
I could see in the future you're gonna need lots of scrapers. Some that do specifically category search, binary search of all the top people, and then go down below, kind of like how Mario was saying. those
Yeah.
guys scrape for the categories and the top people. And then you have
Yeah,
other
yeah.
scrapers that scrape for the tweets that are best matched for promoting Mario stuff, my products, whatever. There's just a lot. There's actually you're gonna need a lot of scrapers doing a lot of work to keep
Yeah.
the system fresh, updated, new, constantly populating with the right tweets and all that stuff to serve all different kinds of categories and all different kinds of users.
Yeah.
But it's doable. I can see that being doable. The only thing that I worry about is the rate limit. That's going to be a hurdle. That's going to be a challenge. I'm sure it can be done. You might need to create lots of new accounts, but it's
Yeah.
doable. It's doable. I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
worth trying.
Yeah. Yeah. I have like discussed with, as I told you guys earlier, I have one person in, you can say he is like co partner in this project. So he was like talking about some kind of using proxy or something like that method. He was like saying if that happens, we would basically his point was, hey, if that happens, I am gonna handle it. So don't like
Nice,
don't like get afraid. Okay, if that happens, I am gonna do something for you. So that's no brainer. So he was like
nice.
talking about some kind of that.
Cool. I don't know, Salman, if I have your Twitter.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
You we have like inboxed each other like.
okay.
If I can, yeah, you
Which
have
one
like
is your account?
inboxed me. My username is like creative coder.
Oh, you're Creative
Uh,
Coder. Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Do you have a name for this project?
Name that's a pretty nice question. I was like wondering like yesterday that what should the name should be. So far like I have brainstormed some like promotions related, for example, promo app or some like. The name like yesterday I got really loved with is that Promoseed. Basically Promoseed. Like there are like two fundamental concepts which like this name is representing.
Mhm.
So promo as it sounds and says the promotion. The platform is for promotion. Okay.
Can
And
you
there is
type it
seed factor. Yeah, yeah.
in the
And
chat?
there is like seed factor, which
Okay.
is like very like popular among the startup world. Like you may have like heard Series A, seed funding, and
Mhm.
etc. So basically, the the idea that I would be like sending is that basically by using my platform, you are planting a seed of your startup. Okay,
Mhm.
you are planting a seed which would help get some early adopters for your product. Okay, you will start getting interacting with the people, and then you would like start improving your product and maybe even grow a major user base by using these methods. So that's the like idea, and I think the promo seed name perfectly like communicates the idea that I want to like send to the world. So that's the
Awesome. Yeah, I look forward to seeing more
yeah,
progress in the next incubator. Um,
yeah, sure,
I want to
sure,
see where you're at with it and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, thank you for sharing
Thank you,
on this.
thank
I'm
you, bro.
excited.